What's up guys, it's going to be a Roy Spectates, and I'm spectating my friend Freakin' Fresh, aka Freakin' Freesh, 1010, and just going to be talking about some of the things he's doing, choices he's making, and whether or not I agree with him. So, his team is rocking that Nautilus support. Their jungler's coming in for a gank, so their jungler made a mistake. He should have swept this brush, because whenever you walk into that brush, you always want to sweep it, unless he doesn't have a sweeper ward. Which I don't think he does. So Sivir tends to outlane. Hunter should have been farther up. They could have gotten that kill. That's 2 autos. He could have gotten in 2 autos. But you can't really blame someone for playing a lane safe. It's just he should have looked at the map and seen his jungler coming. That would have been a kill. And now the lane is reset because the Sivir didn't die to the game. Because Leona alone can't kill low health Vayne, but she can if she has Ignite. Yeah, I wouldn't say that their lane has the advantage because Nautilus does almost no damage, and he can't really threaten you when you're in a minion wave because his hook doesn't go through minions. So all of his lane pressure essentially comes from his ADC, and when he gets played in the LCS, he gets played because there's lane swaps. And Nautilus is terrible in lane, but great out of lane. Once he's out of lane, or post 6, he is terrifying, but pre 6 he's kind of nothing. Like Leona is like a better version of Nautilus in lane, with a less reliable ultimate. Okay, so Hunter. Also, Hunter's really falling behind in CS. He has 9 CS in comparison to Sivir's 34, but he did miss an entire wave because of. Hey, he's CSing really well under turret, so he'll catch up. This Nautilus has the right idea, but he got to it too slowly. Yeah, if he gets this wave, he'll be at 1, 2, what is that, 7? It's not a cannon wave. He'll be at 6 extra CS, 17, that's 22 CS. That's still good. It's just Sivir is so, the one big thing that Vayne has over Sivir is she scales much harder, and she can just blow up Sivir later on in the game. Okay, this Nautilus did the right thing. The Leona came forward to hit Hunter, and so the Nautilus zoned Sivir. He didn't even bother trying to zone the Leona. That would have been the mistake. That was a mistake. He should have dodged that. Ooh, barely missed that cannon. Barely. Let's see. Let's see what's going on around the map. Swain is doing a little bit better than this, what's his face? Victor. That was a ballsy move. And they both die. What an all-in. Top lane. Malphite is pushing out Vladimir barely. That did no damage. I would hope he's rushing an Abyssal Scepter, because if he's rushing anything else, he's going to do no damage to this guy. And this is, you know, even in ranked 5s, you have to deal damage. He's doing a lot better in CS. He's almost fully caught up. I don't know what happened that made him so behind in the first place. They should have taken Gromp level 1. Oh, and they didn't punish the Sivir being alone in lane. That's a big mistake. That was really on the Nautilus, because he's the one who has to engage. Otherwise, it's just a 1-for-1 Vayne trading health with the other AD carry, and that's just not favorable. He's got to start learning to tumble that and not try to trade. Because you don't have to trade, you just have to wait for it to go on cooldown. That wasn't necessary either. That auto should have been waited for because it needed one tower hit to die. Oh, the support left. Oh, he's back. He should have condemned that. He should have condemned that. You can get CS as it's about to die if you condemn it. If you play Vayne, you have to be really used to CSing on Vayne. Let me check on what's going on over here. Victor is getting rocked in CS. Let's move this guy up, this one. Let's move these up so I can compare the CS. That was actually pretty good micro from the Victor, moving his ult while he was moving around. Like, not bad at all. I'm not sure what he could have done better. He could have tossed down his W in front of him. That was a good flash. Dubstep ignite. Ult tumble. Oh, that better be a double. Oh my god, what just happened? He did the funky chicken. Oh please, somebody better die from that dive. Nobody dies? God. How did he not auto them? This is just silly. This should not happen. What you just saw, that should never happen. Oh God, please help us all. That was just painful to watch. I need to keep moving so I don't think about it. Okay, so Malphite is rushing what looks to be a Spirit Visage, which he shouldn't. Because Spirit Visage doesn't actually... Oh no, wait, he has a Negatron Cloak, which only builds into Abyssal Scepter at the moment. Am I right? It doesn't build into anything else. So he is building an Abyssal Scepter, but he also has a Kindle Gem. So, not really so sure what his plan is. That's his plan. See, he doesn't even have the mana to kill him off. Okay, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Okay, Nick the Great 4. See, this is what I'm talking about. Post level 6 Nautilus is nothing to mess with. Yeah, the condemn kill. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, this is really the issue with Nautilus. Is if you can survive to 6, and the other issue is that Vayne is the same way. If you can survive to 6, you can all in your lane, as long as you're not super behind, which he's not, because Leona took both kills, and Leona isn't the one dealing damage. So, I mean, she is with that ignite, but that's about it. Nautilus, get up in that wave and get that cannon. What are you doing, bro? You have a charge. Oh, it hurts. That's okay. They should just back off. They don't want to contest. Okay, solid condemn. See, as Vayne, your power spikes are going to be every time you get attack speed, and every time you... Essentially, just every time you level and every time you get attack speed. A lot of AD carries, when they level, it doesn't change a ton. But for Vayne, it does a lot. That was condemning the wrong way. Yeah, he needs to back out. They shouldn't have even been in lane to begin with. He should have backed. Because he's dead now. And that was just a big mistake. And he should have backed the entire time, because what's he going to do with 194 HP? You know, that's just 2 autos and you're dead. I mean, with how much AD Sivir has, what is it, 181? It's 1 or 2 autos, depending on armor pen. It's actually probably 2 autos. Yeah, with 40 armor, because it almost cuts it in a fourth. It'd still take an extra auto attack. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you... Oh, he DC'd. He must have DC'd. I'm so confused by what's happening in this lane. And red team soloing dragon 1405 2005 Dargan freaking 20. Nice. I mean, it would have been nice if he TP'd in time for who had ignite? Wasn't she ignited there? No, don't auto those. Auto the minions dying up here. See, I've been playing Nautilus support since before it was cool. I'm OG. So yeah, let's see. It's looking like this game is gonna farm out into 40 minutes and then end randomly. That was a good hook. What? Just double what? Okay, I don't know if that was just a DC or what was happening there, but... Oh, okay, he says he's lagging, so that explains it. Yeah, it's hard to commentate on what someone's doing when they're lagging. Why are there 2 bodies on top of each other here? There's Victor, and there's also Swain. Oh, they just keep killing each other over and over again, because they're both... This one's 3-5-0, but this one's 3-3-1, so... So, I don't feel like this Skarner has had as much of a game impact as the Wukong. Hasn't been in the right places. I mean, Skarner is more of a, you know, a team-oriented jungler, whereas Wukong can be played like an assassin if you build him right. Or wrong, depending on how you look at it. I mean, the reason Wukong's fallen out of the meta is essentially because assassin style junglers are kind of not in favor at the moment. And also, I think Wukong got nerfed fairly hard recently. Come on, one more auto. One more auto. That's all you needed. One more auto. That was a good dodge. Okay, move the ult. Move the ult. Come on, Victor, move the ult. Okay. At least they traded back. Thing is, Nautilus doesn't really scale super hard into the late game. He's all utility. I mean, sure, he's tanky, but he's one of the lowest damage tanks because he has so much CC. So what happens is if you get a fed Nautilus, he just takes all the kills, builds health, takes longer to die, but does no damage, and your backline does no damage. So he's not one of those like super scaling tanks like Zac or Mundo, where he actually does considerable damage. He's just a CC bot, you know? He just CCs, that's all he does. Okay, you got Ranger's Trailblazer and Devourer on Skarner. I don't know about you, Nighthawk 5000. I don't know what to think. I thought you were the one, but maybe you're just A1. It's a really cool skin though, I'll give him that. Just not sure he's playing Skarner the right way. It is one tanky, damagey. Oh, please. Please, guys, just finish him off. Just play with balls. It's a really interesting Malphite build. I mean, I know a lot of people like Iceborne Gauntlets on Malphite because it just gives him more chase, but it's like he already has a lot of chase to begin with. Okay, you see, that was not worth it. That was not worth it because the Victor was already on his way. He could have backed and ported for items. It's just he didn't accomplish anything with what he just did. He got 2 minions. I mean, he is exerting map pressure with what he's doing, but that is what laggy Vayne looks like. Yeah, Nautilus is so tanky. Does not die. Doesn't deal damage, but doesn't die either. Does someone else have TP? No, it's just the Vlad. So they get their second dragon. Just type it out. RD26. So I might end up playing in the next game, we'll see. But overall, I would say my bud freaking Freesh. He played pretty solidly when he wasn't lagging. And when he was lagging, there wasn't much he could do really. Okay, so that's going to end this for Spectates. Peace, guys.